All I've got my end is excellent connection. Oh, here we go. It's all right. Yep, we're fine. Into there.
And good evening, everybody. And how's everyone today after an action-packed weekend of football where we've seen some players go off on a massive haul? Popular picks not doing so well, not doing as well as we'd hoped. And of course, I can't remember what else I was going to say. Steve-O, how you doing, man?
Yeah, a bit fatigued from the amount of streaming done over the last few days, but
yeah, you were live earlier on, weren't you?
I'm looking forward to talking about today because it's been a very, very peculiar day. very peculiar day in the sense of I think we've seen more goals today than we have across the whole of the Premier League season. It's been absolutely ridiculous. And the topping off with Sheffield United losing 8-0 is just... I watched the game. We'll get onto it in a minute, but...
How would you feel if you're an Isaac owner?
Well, it was mentioned he wasn't going to be playing yesterday.
Well, or I mean, if you owned Callum Wilson or Isaac and an 8-0 win, you think...
Well, this is it, you see. The reality of the situation is that I watched the game and all Newcastle did was just take every single one of their chances. That's it.
Weren't they going for the whole of the 11 to get on the score sheet? We've got Almiron, Botman, Bruno Guimaraes, Byrne, Gordon, Isaac, Longstaff and Wilson all scoring. Like, literally every single goal was a different player.
Yeah. Like, assisted all by Trippier.
Oh, well, Trippier with... Actually, he got 3. He got 3 assists, didn't he? So, I mean, that's, what, a 15-pointer?
More than that. So you got a bonus as well.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. So he got 12 points just from assists and bonus alone, plus a further 6, 8, plus a further 8.
18 points.
Yeah.
He's on at the moment. I assume bonuses have been added, right?
Not yet, no, because the game's so bloody...
Oh, no, 21, 20...
It has been added. Oh, right.
Oh, there we go. Well, you're flying off it into the sunset, mate. You're flying off it now. You had a decent week, didn't you?
I had the same score as you. So...
No, you haven't? No, because I did a -8.
I did a -4.
Well, no, you got 71 points. I got 57.
Yeah, but your players that you got today got more points than my differentials, I think by 10 points. As an overall score, yes, I've beaten you, but from
comfortably. I mean, you're now 11 points ahead of me.
Yeah, I saw Harbour Boy posted that in the moderator chat, and yeah, I'm now 11 points clear of you.
I'm ranked 4 million. You're ranked 3 million.
Yeah, it's depressing, isn't it?
And Firetog is the one behind me. I feel bad that he's 7 points behind me, Firetog. Firetog's actually had a quality week. He's got 78 points this week.
Let's get real here. If people actually took my advice, which they should have done, and doubled up on Newcastle defence...
Yeah, Botman on the bench as well, Firetog.
You're going to be in dreamland. If you didn't have any defence at all like me, you're basically screwed. And then if you had one like yourself, Jace, congratulations. Like I said, the game itself was just Newcastle just steamrolling for a team that just didn't look Premier League quality to it. They looked like a League One team in the FA Cup final versus, well, obviously a Champions League quality team at the moment, in which they just went, do you know what, let's just go for it, which they did. They took advantage of Sheffield United's poor set-piece defending, and they win 8-0. I was really, really hoping that they would end up getting 9, if not 10. It really annoys me when these teams just slightly back off, which is unfortunately what Newcastle did towards the end. But certainly it was inevitable that there was a clean sheet. There was no way in hell. Sheffield United offered nothing up front. They were absolutely appalling, to be honest with you. But Newcastle just did what they needed to do, and every time they took a shot, it just went in. Their goalkeeper performed very, very well. There's some saves that he pulled off. Sheffield United's goalkeeper, what's his face? Foderingham, however you pronounce his name. He did particularly well. There were some shots which, potentially, if it wasn't for him, and it was like some B-team goalkeeper, they probably would have gone in. And I'm even amazed Pope even made one save. I don't even remember Sheffield United having any opportunities on goal at all, but clearly they did because he made one save. But yeah, I think the scoreline was just there because the Sheffield United was just that bad at defending today, unfortunately.
I didn't see the game today from them. Like I said, I was my sister's at a roast dinner, so I literally just saw the score for the Sheffield United game. I I saw it like periodically. I checked my phone. It was like late in the second half. I was like, oh my god, scored 7 goals. Newcastle scored 7 goals, and then I saw they got the 8th. I think Isaac, wasn't it? Got the 8th.
Yeah.
So it's just like, wow, what is going on there, man?
Have you worked out the difference in points that you've either gained or lost?
No, I haven't. No, I
have.
No.
I've done on my -4. I've made +2. I'm 2 points.
I don't know what my. I can look quickly now and have a look, but I don't know if I want to. To be honest with you, I've had a very average score this week. To be fair, I kind of still feel a bit annoyed from yesterday's United game, to be honest with you, because I bought in. Of course, I'm down. I bought in Mbeumo for Foden.
Right. Okay. So Mbeumo in for Foden.
And I brought in Rashford in for Sterling. So, and then there's a Brotman in for Chilwell. I'm about 6 points down.
Okay.
I'm about 6 points down on my -8. I did. But anyway, it is what it is. It is what it is.
But
hello, sorry.
Stream earlier on. You're in the world of chess. You're kind of, in my opinion, kind of ahead because you've got Son for that.
No, I'm not ahead, mate.
Botman. Yeah, but you've got the players that people want. You've got players that I want. Not necessarily.
Our teams are very similar now because you've brought in Salah and you brought in Alvarez.
Yeah.
You bring in players that I was bringing in to be different to you, essentially. Right, let's quickly say hello to the people in the chat. We've got Aman Dylan, we've got Pat, we've got Matty Ezayashi, John Harris, we've got Odin. Hey Odin, how you doing, man? PM's there too, Mandillan, Harry Dawson, PK7, Scotty D, Adam S, Animations, Harry Dawson, Nick Reed's there too, Dilkington's there, Luke Day, Rad, FPL Sparta, how you doing, man? Andre.
Hold on, FPL Sparta's here. He must have had a good game week, a name I haven't seen for... I don't even know the last time I saw FPL Sparta.
Call him out, Steve. Call him out.
Always people that have a good game week, they come out of the bushes. They're here now.
Come out the woodwork.
Come out the woodwork is the one.
Yeah. You had a bad week. We don't see you. When you had a good week, you're here to give it large. Nice to see you, FPL Sparta. Hi Gary, how's it going, man? Hey Matt, hey Scotty, Ayush is there, new morphs. I selfishly hope Haaland gets a minor 3-month injury to be good for the game. Sorry. Well, unfortunately, people that went to... I can see why you're saying it. I don't wish injury on anyone, but I went against the grain. I captained Højlund instead of the machine in Haaland, and it didn't get me anything other than, 8 points to the worst in terms of points. So I'm glad that it could have been worse, to be fair. Haaland could have got more than 1 goal in that game, and it could have been horrible. So I'm glad that it wasn't too bad, just the 1 goal. Newcastle assets this week was the turning point in rank before the game. 300k in rank, now to 37k. Rad is. Rad's 37,000 in the world. Congratulations, Rad. 900k to 200k. Andrew Ferguson. Wow. He's saying, I think I read earlier on, he's got 90 odd points, I think. Which is just, 94 points.
I look at the mini leagues. I'm not really interested in. I know people are interested in overall rank, but I look at to kind of get a gauge on how you're doing. I look at the mini leagues and I look at like the moderator. I always look at the moderator league as a prime example, and depending on how many points I'm off top spot, in this case Paul Lee, I think to myself, right then, it's only 30 points off Paul Lee, if that.
Adam S is asking the question here, and I'll let you answer it because you're the one that's had him in your team already this season. Are you going to jump on the Ollie Watkins bandwagon? Villa best fixtures the whole of the PL until December.
Is there a bandwagon on Ollie Watkins?
Let me have a look.
I don't think there is I don't think there's a bandwagon. There
Of course there is. He
bandwagon.
scored a goal.
Yeah, I don't think people are going to be...
Well, Botman, okay, price rises. Botman, Sven Botman's going to be going up. Looks like Son's going to be going up. Gordon for Newcastle, 5.5 midfielder going up. Walker for Man City going up. Cash, maybe. It's a question mark. Salah, looks like he'll be going up. Areola. Wow, a lot of these players are mine. I've got 1, 2,
frustrates me.
3, 4, 5 of the 7 that I've just mentioned. When it comes to Watkins, nah, it's not. Yeah, I mean he's 7.9 million. He's 17% owned. 236,000 transfers. Yeah, maybe. He's got a long way to go before he rises though. So I wouldn't say he's on a bandwagon. And what's this thing at Saka? As he took the penalty, it's a bit of a funny one, wasn't it?
What was funny?
Well, it was funny the fact that you were laughing about it.
Laughing about what? Sorry.
That Saka took the penalty. I think you expecting Odegaard to take it.
Are you on about what happened in the stream? I don't.
Yeah. In the stream, it was.
I probably was laughing because
people got rid of Saka. People got rid of Saka and
jinx him,
thinking that he wasn't on penalties, and then he is on penalties. And Mbeumo to Bowen for a free transfer. I don't know if that's worth it. Luke Day saying Mbeumo to Bowen for a free transfer.
We'll put it this way, I'm thinking of doing not the same. I'm thinking of getting Ward-Prowse instead of Mbeumo.
Use my bench boost because it considered solely... Whoa. Sub-Zero says, I used my bench boost because it consisted solely of Newcastle defenders this week.
So I'm assuming they didn't bench boost then, based on that comment there.
No, I think they did. Bench boost for me next week. Bench of Areola, Cash, Diaby, and Kabora. I mean, I don't think it's worth bench boosting at this stage of the season.
Well, remember, it is double game week 7. Are you actually tempted by any Luton or Burnley players?
No.
For this double game week, you haven't got any at all.
No.
And you're not bringing in any.
I don't think so. I mean, I could just get one in maybe for Henry and solve the Rico Henry issue, maybe. But no. Like, who's the big one to bring in? I guess Kabor, right? Transfers in the round. What?
Copying me. No, the reality is that... Yeah,
well, I've only got 4.5 million, mate.
Yeah, it's pretty much...
Oh, no, to be honest, I really don't think it's that important. I might just roll, mate, to be fair. Just not bothered. Not bothered about this double game week. Let people go crazy and get 3 or 4 of the double game week players and see how that treats.
Morris, isn't it? That's the one that they're all going to be getting, isn't it? That's who it is.
I don't know what the for Luton.
The striker, yeah, Morris.
Well, why would you do that? Who are you going to take out for that? Alvarez,
the popular move.
Jackson.
No, it'd be Archer. If you're playing a 3-5,
okay.
Archer. I'm not suggesting people that have got 3 strikers will be doing it, but certainly people that are doing a 3-5-2 are the ones which are going to be doing that particular move there.
Isn't it strange that FPL Sparta and Stephen Nugent have got pretty much the same logo for a profile picture? Yeah, that's a bit weird. Stein's here. How's it going, Mr. Stein? 59 points and still a red arrow, yeah. Yeah, I got a big red arrow. I got 57 points net. Saka is the number 1 penalty taker. Him and Martinelli. I thought Odegaard was on pens. I will still bottle it and come end of season, says Rad. Oh, you're doing well at the moment, man. Just stay focused and don't be a sheep. Before the Newcastle game, I was minus 30 on my wildcard team. Minus 30? Trips and Botman actually got 30 points. Can't believe it. Hello, chat sport. How was your roast, Jace? What meat did you have? Love a bit of chicken. It was pork.
Nice.
Quite often is pork when I go to my sister's house. Use my bench boosts. Are you gonna? No. Okay, I've read. I'm up to date with the comments now, Steve. So, yeah, let's just remind everybody of our teams. Let me just bring your team up on the stream. You can gloat as much as you want about how well you've done.
I don't think I'm going to be gloating about it. It's just I've got all the players that everybody else owns. There's no real gloating that needs to be done here. I think people like Alex.
75 points.
I'd rather you put up Alex Volo's team, to be honest with
75
you.
points. Yeah, but we'll talk about your team and my team. 10 points from Leno. Bet you didn't think that was going to happen.
No, very fortuitous with that particular.
11 points from Walker. Again, these are yesterday's games.
That's been coming. That Walker double-digit haul has been coming, and I'm very, very happy keeping him in my team. He is extremely attacking in that Man City role, and I would not be surprised that he will just continue playing in that position, just charging down the right-hand side, cutting in. And I mean, it's what he does for England as well. It's what he did for England, finding his best mate Foden, funny enough. And I'm really genuinely happy having that City defender in my team. He was... But, look, I was going to be doing a -12 this week. I was going to be bringing in Burn and Trippier, because I had the exact money for Walker and Chilwell. So it was going to be, on top of the transfers I did, it was going to be Trippier and Burn in for Walker and Chilwell. But I just said, don't worry about it, just leave it. There's no point in getting rid of a Man City defender when they've got Nottingham Forest at home. Obviously, that's backfired, but you know, whatever. I was never expecting Trippier or Burn to be scoring such high amount of points this particular game week. A clean sheet, potentially an assist from Trippier at most, but to get 3 assists in an 8-0 win, and then Dan Burn also scoring again is just a complete anomaly. So,
well, amazing, really. Well done for those that got Trippier in their team, and again, he's going to be flying up in value, isn't he?
I'm doing the move
tonight.
Be getting him
in.
I'm getting rid of Chilwell tonight for Trippier. It's done. It's getting done tonight. The moves are. The only thing I will say is that I was looking at Trigger Lips' tweets earlier, and he tweeted from this Twitter account that's based on physio and stuff like this, and they're seriously concerned about potentially a Saka injury.
Really?
Think that, yeah, for real. Yeah, there's no bullshit. This is genuine. And I don't know. The problem is, though, is that I haven't got enough time to be going through the whole of their Twitter account to see how much other verified things that they've got right before I can go, oh, actually, well, they've got this right, this right, this right. I'm going to have to take this really, really seriously. But yeah, they seriously think that Saka may potentially really hurt himself and could be out. But the fact that he continued playing, and that was up to like the 90, I don't know, whatever minute it was, 88th minute or something, I think he should be okay. But this Twitter account wasn't so confident. But as someone stated, I'm just waiting until the update from the actual Arsenal physios themselves before I even consider taking out Saka, which is a very, very fair point. So
I just saw that Rashford went down in price. He's now 8.9. Wow.
He went down last week. He went down.
Didn't even realise. I didn't really. He went down when I got him in. Yeah.
I thought you got him in at 8.9.
Did I?
Yeah.
Oh.
I'm pretty certain you got him in at 8.9.
Oh, well, it was okay then. I thought I lost money on him for a second then. Right. I wasn't sure when he went down. I thought he went down recently. Is 250 points any good? Yeah, right, Stu. Yeah. being sarcastic. Yeah, it's those people that come in the chat and go, "Got 100 points. Is that all right?" Karma baby's there. 86 points. Any good? Okay, I'll quickly. Not that anyone's interested, but my team is worse than Steve-O's. Areola, Cash, Opinion, Botman, Son. Botman, Son, Salah, the only ones getting me points this week, really. The rest of them, ones and wow, Rashford and Højlund. My punts for Man United just did not work at all.
I'm genuinely gutted that I haven't got Son for the Liverpool game. That Liverpool game is going to be really, really, really high scoring.
So, well, you maybe. The Members League, let's go over that. 360 Pope, Matty T at the top. Yes. So, at the moment, as it stands, yeah, he's still top. He's on 429 points overall. He's now to 4,300 in the world, Matty T. He's only got a record of 2 seasons playing FPL, believe it or not. Previous rankings, he's finished 132,000, 277,000. He's top 5,000 at the moment, 4,300, which actually is a small red arrow, believe it or not, Steve-O. And that's with 67 points game week net. Points coming in from Saka, Salah, Foden, and Haaland as his captain. He had Chilwell get him 0, and he had Udogie get him 0 also in his team, which is annoying. He had Alvarez and Mbeumo. So really, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 players getting him over 4 points. So they're the ones that got him the bulk of his points there. And Sanchez in goal, which I find is quite interesting. Not seen that many people with Sanchez in goal. I wonder what people are going to do with the likes of Gusto, with the likes of Chilwell, with the likes of Jackson, with the likes of Sterling. You know, are we going to start to see people just switching away from Chelsea completely now?
Sell. Yeah, absolutely. Get them gone.
How many's enough Chelsea? Would you say 0 or would you say 1?
It's 0 at the moment. In fact, I've got it in my piece of paper somewhere, wherever it bloody is. I've literally had them in my thing, and it says, "Do not have any Chelsea. If you're going to wild card." This was for last week. If you were going to wild card, don't even bother having any Chelsea.
Yeah.
Yeah. So just get them out your team, basically, if you can. But the thing is that they have got Fulham next. And I think that from a attacking perspective, it potentially could be quite profitable. As on a Monday evening is only up the road from Chelsea. Or down the road specifically.
Perfect timing. Peter Scullion, second in the Rivals League. He's 12,000. He's got a red arrow. He's 12,000, 69 points game week net. That's with all the bonuses added. He had 3 Chelsea, Gusto, Colwill, and Enzo. Between those 3 players, he got 3 points because, of course, Colwill's 2 points was negated by Gusto's sending off, and the 3 points from Enzo. So he's going to be pretty upset about that. I'm pretty sure that triple up of double defense and midfield in Enzo just not worth it. He did have Leno though. He had Foden, Maddison, Salah, and captained Haaland. Had Wilson, of course. Wilson owners, Isaac owners that stayed for that game against Sheffield United. 8-0. Are you happy with just the one return? Annoying, I would imagine. And then third place in the Members League, if I can find here we go, is Lewis Allen, stretches 11. No, I'm wrong. It's no longer Lewis Allen. It is. It's T for the Tillmans, which is Tyler Masawi. Who is... Hang on a minute. Has he changed? Oh my god. Oh my goodness. Wow. He went from 17th place this morning in the so the league hasn't updated yet. T for De Tillmans, Tyler Massawi, 17th place, 341 points. Earlier on today, has got 98 points game week. Leno, Trippier, oh my god, Trippier, Botman, Estepinian, Son, Saka, Maddison. Oh my god, today's points have been ridiculous. He's now third in the league, in the members league. He's gone from 17th to third because of today's games.
Incredible.
Wow. That's crazy, and he's 5 points ahead of fourth place, which is now Samaj, No Weak Foot, and previous second place, who I just called out, Stretches 11. He's down to 13th. Lewis Allen, 13th now because he got 63 points. But 63 points isn't that bad, but that's enough for a big red arrow for a lot of people in the member league.
It's this Newcastle. Newcastle defence that has come through for a lot of these people. 98 points. Well, there's one that's got more than 98 points in the members, which we'll get to in a minute. But let's bring up an amazing score there for Tyler Massawi, T for De Tillmans. But let's quickly look at. I
just
want to quickly interject. I'm just reading about this Saka injury. It's more about his Achilles complaint, to be honest with you.
It's a regular bit of news, that is.
I think the fact that he's going to be not playing in the League Cup, and then they've got a very important game next week versus sorry, I was looking at the wrong week there. Who have they got next week? Bournemouth away. I'll tell you what, Jace, there is a very, very small possibility that Saka may not be playing against Bournemouth to save him for Man City in game week 8. Seriously. Give him a 2-week break.
That's a guess, right? Now, do not act upon this information. This is a hunch that Steve-O's got. There's a chance, of course, there's a chance.
I'm just going on what I'm reading on the credible sources, sources on
we've got time
Twitter,
before we've got saying that it's not due to go down in value.
No.
I think there's no rush to get him out just yet. Just wait and see what's going on there. And I think just take everything with a pinch of salt. What I was going to say, this is what I was going to bring up. I was going to bring up No Weak Foot. No Weak Foot is now 4th. He's moved. He's not moved. He's actually stayed. He's got 84 points this week, taking him to 409 points overall, which puts him in top 56k, 56,700. And he's used his triple captain though. He did use his triple captain chip. Let me just double check to see. And no one else has used a chip. Oh no, Matty did use. He's used his bench boost and triple captain as long as it's wildcard. So No Weak Foot uses triple captain. He's got 84 net because he did a -4. The points coming in from Botman, from Shah. Today, of course, he had Son as well, 14 points. More people than I realised had Son, Steve. It's people transferring him in.
Just a quick one. Fire target. Actually, it was Jason that said that line, not me. So. Sorry, mate.
What have I missed?
Slagging off instead.
I never said you were shit. What are you on about?
I'm pretty certain that you said words to the effect of "I'm the one above Firetog who's lowly at the bottom behind me." No. I said I'm down to wherever I am in the moderators league, and one of the only people below me is Firetog. I never threw. No, we didn't wink at all. There's no beef. There's no beef between me and Firetog. You need to start that, Steve-O. Steve-O, people are commenting on your physique. Guna, Steve-O looking ripped, pal. Welcome to the gun show. Yeah, Steve-O's... Was that Guna, as in...
Guna, as in Guna.
Yes,
have you been working out much lately, Steve-O? We've just been eating lots of protein.
No, I'm on a strength training phase, which ironically means I don't have to train. So it just means I get to eat lots and lots of food, which Yeah, I'm not even going to go into it on a public one, but we all know that I'm not going to be a...
Is that a lot of donuts?
No. Plenty
Chicken?
of protein. Lots
Chicken.
of protein.
Lots of chicken and eggs. Right. What came first? Matoma the Rank Killer says podcast shorts. Yeah. Matoma. I've not seen that many people with him in. What is Matoma's...
Oh yeah, you just reminded me. Firstly, Matty, if you can come on tonight, that'd be great because I want to know
40%
Sky now. And
40%.
secondly, Mr. Reed had an amazing week this week. He got 90 points with a -12, but he actually brought in Matoma. Would you believe?
Well, he's owned by 40% of the game. I can't believe that.
Well, what does Mr. Reed know that we don't?
Wow.
He was benched today. I don't know if you know that or not.
Matoma.
He came off the bench. Yeah. That's what takes the piss even more.
Okay, well, let's get to these bloody callers then, shall we? Because it's gonna get late. If
we haven't
not,
even talked about the games yet. I mean, I want to quickly discuss.
Right.
The games here, because the reality is that what I saw from certainly or knew of what was going on in today's games, it's quite simple, really. I want Son. Get rid of Chelsea assets if necessary, and get onto Newcastle while you can. Liverpool are an interesting one. They certainly are a team in which, from a attacking perspective, I think you need to look at. By all accounts, West Ham in the first half actually were quite good. I think once they conceded that second goal, they probably heads dropped and whatnot. And by the time the third goal went, and that's it, end game. But I think that certainly from a Newcastle point of view and Liverpool, these are two teams now with really good fixtures or decent fixtures moving forward. I really do think the game versus Tottenham is going to be very, very fast-paced. It's going to be end-to-end. It's not going to be like today's match where Arsenal are going to be Tottenham are going to be holding back and hitting Arsenal on the counter, which worked brilliantly, by the way. But you got looking at the wrong bloody team here. Tottenham away, brilliant fixture. Brighton away. Again, from an attacking perspective, these are amazing fixtures for Liverpool. Tottenham, Brighton, Everton, maybe not so, but they're Nottingham Forest, Luton. Yeah, if you can get in the likes of Darwin or Salah, do it now while you can. It's the same with Tottenham. If I could get in Son, I would, mate. I'm jealous of your team. I'm jealous of your team because you've got Son, and he's a player that I'm in desperate need of. He, along with Salah, are genuinely data. But according to the chat, we're dead. We're finished. It's ended. Yeah, the stream's dead. Damn. Okay. Oh, wait a minute. Connecting back up again. Excellent condition.
I think we're back. I think we're back.
Let me just get
I think we're back. I think we're back. I think we're back. I think we're back. I think we may have saved it, Steve. I think we may have saved it. So my stream, my software literally just shut down. So I think we're back. Yeah, we're back. We're back. We're back. Yay. Hooray, we're back. Right, so, yeah, we were talking about today's games, weren't we? Let's quickly just use this moment to just kind of just discuss again what actually happened today, because I'm sure people will be... So we had Arsenal drawing to Spurs. Did I expect that? I didn't think it would be an easy game for Arsenal. I don't know what I predicted on that game. I think I went 2-1 to Arsenal on that one. But I'm not surprised that it was 2-2. I didn't see the game. Did you see the game, Steve-O?
Arsenal, yeah.
What would you say?
Wasn't I?
I don't know if you would exclusively... I wasn't watching your stream.
Yeah, but it was the only game on TV. So.
Okay, fine. Okay, so what was your takeaway from that? What was your takeaway from that game?
My takeaway from it is that Arsenal need to put away their chances because they should have been out of sight. Gabriel Jesus, I mean, I know there was what's his face, FPL Plonker brought him in, and I was thinking, do you know what? I think that's a great move, but the opportunities he had, he just very frustrating for any Arsenal fan out there. Saka is just Saka. He just pops up when he needs to. I don't think Saka's one of those where it's like you don't want to hold, but you don't want to sell either. He's just there. He's like a crap version.
Is he worth the money though? Is he worth the money?
Well, this is the thing. He just ticks along, and I mean just. I mean that assist that he got for the Romero own goal. I mean, just pure fortuitous assist there. But Arsenal, like I say, I think that
I didn't even realise he had an assist until this time.
Yeah,
wow.
He took a shot and it literally, Romero stuck his leg out and it went in the opposite direction.
Wow.
Just went past the goal. It was just very, very fortuitous. Of course, he's got the penalties, it looks like now. Tottenham, on the other hand, Tottenham look fantastic. Really, really good. I was amazed Udogie stayed on the pitch that long because he looked like he was looking for a red card, although ironically towards the end of the game, the last 20 minutes or so, he was really, really far up the pitch and looked more like a striker than he did a left-sided defender. So I think that holding Udogie is perfectly fine. Son is the one which I took away from that game. Well, I mean, Maddison is just incredible, but Son is looking on it, and I really want to get him in, but I can't.
I think people will be looking at having both Maddison and Son in the teams, to be honest.
If we get the news at some, let's just say on whatever day that Arsenal are playing, which is on the 27th, which is 3 days time, so on Wednesday, if we hear the news that Saka is genuinely injured, is going to be out for 2 weeks, I am going to pull the trigger on a it'll be a -12 at that point, and I'm going to get rid of Saka. Ironically, I'd probably get rid of Udogie, and I will just bring in Son, and I'd bring in another Newcastle defender. If not, let me just look at the price points here for a second, because I've already done I will be doing my transfers after this stream ends. I'm going to be doing a -4. That's definite. I know exactly which player I'm taking out, but to do a -12, I am seriously.
By the way, we've taken so many hits between us over the last 3 weeks. We've probably done about a -30, -40.
Yeah, but has it paid off though? The answer in my case is I got +2.
Well,
from my point of view,
I've probably broken even across mine.
But it would be interesting to see how well we have done with our hits. Like, you know, I keep using that Show Me the Marnie as a prime example of an individual who was taking -12, -16s every week and was doing exceptionally well. You could do the same this season. Mr. Reed
maybe. Maybe,
Mr.
but you're relying on an extra bit of luck, aren't you? Essentially. But let's get through the games anyway. Brighton winning 3-1 to Bournemouth. After going 1-0 down, I believe it was Solanke that got the goal, and then Matoma coming off the bench to get 2, and then own goal from Kirkez. I didn't see the game, but Brighton winning 3-1 again.
Chelsea, I knew nothing about it. There was no real in fact, there wasn't any updates from the game whatsoever. So, but with the Chelsea Aston Villa game, we had Karma Baby chipping in with his thoughts, and apparently Chelsea were, well, let's just put it this way: if it ended 0-0, I don't think either team would have had it sounded like neither team would have had complaints, but apparently Chelsea were absolutely toothless.
I moan and bitch and moan about United for so much, but I'm not seeing that many Chelsea fans up in arms over the Tomboli and spending all that money, and it's almost like in the same way as I feel they should be. Do you think that because of the amount of money that they've spent, Stevo, that they've got a right to almost wait to see them bed in, or do you think they've got every right to be a bit upset and angry at Chelsea's start to the season? I mean, Chelsea fans in the chat how do you feel? I mean, my next door neighbour's a Chelsea fan, and I don't think he wants to talk about it. I mentioned Chelsea, so are they sticking their heads in the sand, Steve-O? Chelsea fans?
I think they have every right to be pissed off, to be honest with you. I think that when you're spending quite literally hundreds of millions of pounds on players, I don't give a fuck if this... I can't even remember his bloody name now. Who's that bloke that went off injured at the start of the season? His name's just completely gone off. The number 10. And Cuckoo. You know, I don't care that apparently he was the reason why Chelsea aren't scoring goals because of his creativity. Have you seen him? Enzo Fernandez, an incredible player, couldn't hit a barn door even if he was stood next to it. Jackson, all he does is just complain and moan and make the odd run here or there, and just once he gets into shooting distance, scuffs his shot. Sterling, phenomenal. There's no one there in front of him to pass the ball to, so he's got to do everything himself. And then, unfortunately, he's another one that couldn't shoot for the life of him. Gallagher, another one, not good enough for that Chelsea team. And I think that Chelsea fans have every right to be complaining. And, you know, like I say, by all accounts, they need to give this Pochettino a time to create this new system. But I still don't understand what happened when in game week 1, wasn't it? When Chilwell looked really
God,
good.
everyone was jumping on Chilwell after that game.
Who was they playing game week 1? Let's have a look at it.
It was the game.
They played Liverpool.
Oh yeah, it was the Liverpool game. It was the Liverpool game, yeah.
They didn't look that bad. But then the following game week they played West Ham.
They got battered.
That was the match in which I thought Sterling looked really, really good.
Oh no, it wasn't. It was a Luton game.
No. I said West Ham.
Right, yeah.
It was the Luton game after that.
And then he did well in it, yeah.
And that's when he did really well. But then after that, do you know what? Is it by pure coincidence that was it the Luton game where Chilwell had that chance where he went through on goal, but then he decided to try and pass it?
Yes, it was. Yeah, it was.
It's just coincidence.
He squared it.
Gone downhill since then.
It very much has gone downhill since then.
You know, they lose 1-0 to Nottingham Forest, which I still think is a poor result, despite Nottingham Forest doing okay.
They draw to Bournemouth, which is poor.
Get that a nil, yeah. And again, they just missed so many opportunities, Chelsea. And then today, apparently they were absolutely toothless. So Pochettino needs to do something with the attack. Defensively, I think they're solid enough, because I think that if Chelsea
they're not letting in, bar West Ham, they're not letting in that more than.
No, but if they were going up, say, I don't know, 2-0 at half time, by that point the team that they're playing is thinking, oh God, we're doomed here. There's no chance of us getting back. Whereas when you're 0-0, there's always an opportunity for you to get back in the game or at least score a goal. And by all accounts, that's what appeared to happen today with Aston Villa. It was just Chelsea were throwing all these punches, but it just wasn't really doing anything. And then all of a sudden, Aston Villa threw out the knockout punch. Done. That was it in the 12th round. So, yeah, I'm still holding on to Sterling. Sterling's still going to be in my team for Fulham. And then, of course, we've got the Liverpool game where they won 3-1. I mean, there's not much we can say with that. They're at home. They're a completely different beast. They just score goals for fun at the moment, and they're really, really enjoying their football. And I think that I thought Chelsea were going to be the ones challenging this season. Clearly, I'm completely wrong on that.
Well, I think they'll be lucky at the moment to finish the top half of the table, Steve-O, the way they're playing. I think they desperately need Nkunku back, because, like you said about Enzo not in the barn door, I don't think Jackson's far off of that either.
No, well, I just said, didn't I? He's absolutely useless.
Yeah,
and then with Newcastle, it's just look at their fixtures upcoming. And
don't forget Liverpool as well. Yeah, Newcastle, yeah.
Yeah, with Newcastle, I think that this was just one of those anomalies, which is never going to happen again. Although they have got us next, and I've already called it. Last 2-3 weeks, they'll completely destroy us.
But the problem is like if you're looking at Newcastle assets, who do you bring in? Like people are just talking about the defenders. Yeah, because I mean, to be fair, Gordon's been on the radar for a lot of people.
Well, if someone's got the cojones, I would say defenders plus Wilson.
How many minutes did Wilson play today?
60. No, I think more than that.
69
minutes.
69 minutes. Yeah.
There we are.
It's just frustrating, isn't it? Having the goals coming from so many different places. It's almost like just like the Man City of old, really. I think with ironically City now, you know where the goals are coming from.
Well, the thing with Newcastle is that they've got Man City in the cup, which is going to be kids teams playing each other, and I think genuinely Newcastle could potentially beat Man City in that game, especially the fact that Newcastle are at home and Man City really will be playing a weakened team there. Newcastle against Burnley, I honestly think that I can envisage Newcastle scoring a minimum of 4. Then they're away at Paris Saint-Germain, but that's not till, well, I say not till, it's October the 4th, which of course they're going to be playing their full strength. And then they're away at West Ham. Well, that's going to be a really, really, really interesting game. I think West Ham beat Newcastle there. And then Newcastle are 2 home fixtures. Crystal Palace, where there's no way in hell they're going to be fielding that particularly stronger team when they've got Borussia Dortmund next. I think Eddie Howe is going to be managing his team quite well. The likes of Trippier, the back 4 is going to be the same every single week, pretty much, until he gets an injury. So you don't need to worry about that. It's just the attacking players in that particular team. And certainly, I think personally, it's just Wilson or nothing from an attacking perspective. But any defenders that you want, bring them in. I just think Trippier is, from my point of view, the best asset to be bringing in.
Well, it's funny you should say that because I've just put a poll on the chat right now. Jason is thinking of doing Estepinian to Trippier and then Bremo to Gordon. Exact funds. Estepinian to Trippier and Bremo to Gordon. Exact funds.
You didn't even tell us what your poll that you did earlier on was.
Oh, no, yeah, 97% said yes. No, 92% said yes. I captain Haaland. I'm a sheep. But I think the chat's going to be it's going to be interesting. We've got 15 people voted, so 16 people voting on the poll at the moment. If you are tuning in, doing the washing up, or walking around your house, feel free to just get your phone or your tablet or laptop, whatever, and just hit the yes or the no. What do you reckon about these transfers? Trippier in for Estepinian, Gordon in for Mbeumo. Gordon, of course, is playing a decent amount of minutes for Newcastle. He played 78 minutes today, Steve-O. 78. He seems to play a decent chunk every week. In the last 4 games, he played 90 minutes against Brentford, 90 minutes against Brighton, 71 minutes against Liverpool in Gameweek 3. And today, obviously, he played 78 minutes. So I do think Gordon could be one of those. And 5.5 enables me to get in Trippier for Estepinian. So it is a question I would like to address to the chat, see what they say. We'll find out at the end of the stream what the chat say. Keep voting. So are we ready to bring on some callers, Steve-O?
Yeah. Go for it.
Should we do that? Should we? All right, guys, if you want to come on, get yourself on the Discord. Steve-O, get yourself on the Discord. If you want to come on and chat with us about your FPL team, have you done good? Have you done bad? Have you transferred in? Have you done a -12? Are you jumping on the Tottenham bandwagon? Or are you jumping off the Chelsea disappointment train? We'll find out. I think Chucky's been waiting for a little while. So
the only thing I would say with the I keep calling him Craig Gordon, the former Sunderland player.
Anthony Gordon, isn't it?
Anthony Gordon, yeah. He is, like I say, he's a very, very good player. He clearly is part of Eddie Howe's plans. I would argue that he probably is the player that is the starter in the Premier League. And I think he probably goes to Harvey Barnes for the Champions League. I could be completely wrong, but I certainly think that that's a very good move for what you're doing. I'm pretty much doing exactly the same. Apart from it's not going to be Anthony Gordon, I'm bringing in somebody else.
Interesting. Hey, Chucky, how's it going, man?
Hi, mate. I'm all good. You?
Yeah, remind me, Chucky, have you been on the show before?
Yeah, I have. And obviously, it's when you pulled, I don't know if you pulled the cable out, but it went on too long. And I think you needed to go. And I was on waiting for ages, but I spoke to Steve and he said next time to come on.
Yeah, man. Well, I'm glad you're the first one we brought on today. Then in that case, so tell me what these pictures are in the chat. You wildcarded.
Yeah, I wildcarded this week.
And you've got yourself a game week score of 81 points with bonuses, right?
Yeah.
So you've gone from your old rank of 3.9 million to a new rank of 2.7, which is pretty decent, a decent jump up. And you got yourself set for next week. So first of all, your wildcard team, 75 points on your wildcard. Trippier, Sharp. Well, wow, it's the Newcastle show today, wasn't it, for you? I mean, after seeing obviously seeing that Son and Madison getting points, and earlier on today, were you a little bit worried that your game with score was going to be pretty average on your wild card?
Yeah, I was having a nightmare until that last game because Homer come in from the bench, scored 2 goals. Son come in with 2 goals. Like you, I had Rashford and Højlund who blanked. And then Bomo blanked as well. So I thought I was having a nightmare game week. I thought I shouldn't have wildcarded. And obviously I was just going to take anything from that Newcastle game. Even if I got 1 return from Trippier, I was just going to take anything. So to get that score from all 3 defenders, you got to take it.
I don't think you'll probably see 3 players in defence get you that many points for the rest of the season, mate, to be honest with you.
Exactly.
Especially from the same team. I mean, it's unbelievable. Absolutely unbelievable.
Before the game week started, I thought Newcastle have got higher potential to get a clean sheet and some returns. And then I saw they got Burnley at home next week, as Steve-O would know. I was thinking they could get a clean sheet in that also. So I went for the high upside for the triple defence, and it's worked out.
Paid off. Absolutely paid off. It really has. And I mean, I don't know what your team was prior to the wild card, but I would imagine you've looked at it or you know kind of roughly that you've done better than your previous team. Yeah. So
I had Sterling, I had Chilwell, Jackson.
Oh, well, there we go then. Yeah.
I needed a complete sort out. I was thinking that this wildcard would be very similar to the one in 8, 9 and 10 that people would go for, other than I haven't got Salah. But to have Salah, I tried this. I couldn't go Trippier and I couldn't go Højlund up top. So I'd have had to sacrifice to Archer and say a Burn. So overall, this week,
it's a nice team, mate. It's a nice team. I think that I love the Højlund pick. I really like that because I do think that he will come good. So I've got this feeling inside that he will come good, and I'm hoping that Crystal Palace game we'll start to see the midfield picking out Højlund better, because the game against Burnley was dire. I know Steve-O was pretty complimentary of them containing Man United for large parts of the game, but United were pretty much route one, hoof the ball up to Rashford on the long pass, hoof the ball up to Højlund, see what sticks, and it was just really easy for Burnley to defend against. When you've got someone that's, because Højlund's pretty quick and he'll be on the last man. He'll be waiting for that defense split and pass that just was not coming from Bruno or Casemiro, barring that fortuitous Johnny Evans hoof. Well, it was a good pass, to be fair. I mean, I was a bit worried there, but I do think that, going back to what I'm saying with Højlund, I do think goals will start coming in for him. I think you're ahead of the curve on that, and I'm with you on that boat, man. So I wish you the best of luck. But your team's looking really nicely set up, man, for the going forward, and the fact you use your wild cards so well this week, and you got points all across your back line. You picked a captain right. I say it was a captain that everyone else went with. You didn't try and be clever with it and go with anyone else. It's paid off. Well done for you, man.
Cheers, mate. I wouldn't have gone anyone else. I think Ireland, I hope to Nottingham Forest. I weren't going to risk it.
Yeah, no, that's true.
And that last photo is what I will do next week. I was thinking,
mate,
should I bench boost this?
Steve-O, I don't know if you've seen it, but he's looking at bench boosting next week. He's got Areola in goal. He's got Diaby, Cash, who play Brighton at home, and he's got Cabore in a double game week. So he's
my transfer in will be Mbomo to Bowen for a free transfer.
Oh, yeah, okay. Were you in the chat saying this?
Yeah.
The thing with Bowen is that he doesn't seem to be scoring at home. Away from home, seems to be doing it, but at home, I think you're better off getting in potentially Ward-Prowse instead. But it's a flip of the coin between the two.
I could obviously downgrade and do that. So I've just got 4.4 in the bank to go to Bowen. But yeah, I agree.
If the FPL gods are saying this is the exact money, do it then. If you feel that you want to bring in Bowen, you've got the exact cash to do it, do it. And then I think
he's just got that bigger high upside to Hull, isn't he? But with Bowen, Ward-Prowse will get 1 goal at maximum or an assist, whereas Bowen's likely to haul with 2 or 3 goals.
He's more explosive, yeah.
Yeah. Well, what about the bench boost? Would you bench boost that with the double game in Cabore? I see goals in that Brighton Villa game. I could see a 3-3 sort of game where Diaby and Cash could easily get amongst the returns. It's a risk.
I understand it, but I like to save my bench boost for later on in the season. So after Christmas with the double game weeks, that's how I like to play my bench boost. But I completely respect it. I respect your reasoning for doing it, and if you want to do it, then just do it, man. I'm not going to tell you not to do it. It's just that I wouldn't personally do it, personally. Steve-O?
I think if you feel that your bench is going to do what you think it's going to do, go for it. Genuinely. I think just go for it, to hell with it, because you're only going to get annoyed if, for argument's sake, your bench comes through and you didn't bench boost, and it's just like, brilliant, I've got 20 points on the bench and I didn't do it.
Exactly. Yeah, it's just that who do I bench for those 3? I can't really say I'll bench any of them. And then am I ever going to have a bench like this with these fixtures again? Yeah. You just don't know, do you?
No. That's exactly it.
I think that if your gut's telling you to do it, you go with your gut. There will be a lot of people that will say the same and be like, don't do it, but you've got to go with your feeling on this. And if you're thinking those fixtures Diaby, we all know how well he plays. It's going to be he's going to have space in that Brighton game. He's not going to be finding it hard to get through. Cash is, got the ability to get an assist, quite commonly, and Cabore's got a double game week. I can see why you want to do it. And I think that it wouldn't surprise me if you smash it. So again, go with your gut, man. I personally wouldn't do it because I'm a chicken, and I'd wait for the double game weeks where I've got. But that hasn't always been as good as people think.
Diaby to Ward-Prowse. I could do that and bench boost Ward-Prowse.
Don't get rid of Diaby, for God's sake.
No, that's what I mean. I think there's goals in that Brighton game. I do.
Yeah. If you think there's goals in that Brighton, and I wouldn't be surprised. Villa and Brighton have got goals all in their team. They've got the ability to score goals, both teams. And Brighton aren't exactly watertight at the back, are they?
No, they leak goals.
They're okay. They're okay, but they're not exactly watertight. So, and they're not going to be the ones to sit back against Villa. And likewise, Villa aren't going to sit back against Brighton. I think you're right. It could be a 2-2, it could be a 3-2 either team, or quite honestly, it could go either way. Villa are at home, so it'll all depend on how Zerbi sets up. But I just think he's going to set up to take the game to Villa, and it'll be an open game for both teams. So I respect it, man. I respect the thought process, and if you want to do it, man. Don't let anyone hold you back. Don't let anyone in the chat convince you otherwise. They'll give you their opinion, but I've given you my opinion, and I think worst case scenario, you get 10, 12 points from your bench, which a good bench boost, you're getting 20, 25 points on a good bench boost. I don't think it's something worth losing sleep over, mate. As long as all your players are playing a decent amount of chunk of the game and you've got a double game week player already in there, I think don't stress too much about it.
Yeah,
make your decision and stick with it, and don't if it doesn't work out, it doesn't work out. You've gone with your gut at the end of the day. So many people don't go with their gut and regret it afterwards.
Well, I'll be here next week, and if I do it, I'll send my side in it.
Yeah, man.
And see if it works out.
Sounds good. Sounds like the plan, man.
But yeah, I understand your frustration as a United. I'm a United fan as well, and I was expecting returns from Rashford in that Burnley game,
mate. So I literally just Steve-O couldn't understand why I was playing chess. He was like, "What are you doing that for?"
I wish I was playing chess. I was watching the stream, and I wish I was playing chess. To be honest,
I was watching a stream. It was shocking. Anyway, it kept disconnecting. But the what I did see of the game, I just was like, "Oh my god!" Like, we've got literally no. Like, Burnley had more of a play style that I could recognise, and it was like, we were without going around in circles and talking about it again, but I think we can find it ourselves lucky that we got those 3 points. Some people would argue that Højlund, was he offside, wasn't he offside, was he interfering with the game when Evans headed it in, whatever. But I think if Burnley had been more clinical first half, they put their foot at and Mori puts the ball in the back of the net, I think it's a completely different game. We've seen it time and time again with Man United. As soon as they concede, Eds goes down and Bruno Fernandes starts throwing his arms around, blaming everyone else on the pitch. And and I don't want to sound like I'm just a real pessimist at the moment, but I would rather us not just lump the ball forward. I want us to have a midfield that can pass it and build up play and not just give the ball away every 5 bloody seconds. But yeah, I mean, I think Mark, if you want to find out more about Man United, just watch Mark Goldbridge. I think he says it very well. I agree with the majority of what he says. Worrying times at United, both on the pitch and off.
We need to be playing Rashford left wing. He plays his best when he plays on that left. We're not playing what we were playing a diamond with 2 up top.
The diamond just isn't working. No, the diamond wasn't working, and that bloody ball from Evans to Fernandes is a freak goal. You're not going to get that every week, are you? Let's be honest with you. What a brilliant goal, but that ain't going to happen every week. So I do count lucky stars on that one. I think Ten Hag in the press conference, all smiles, really happy. Yeah, I think deep down he's got to be thinking, I need to sort this out, because it still wasn't good enough. But no disrespect to Burnley, but I think they just need to be a bit more clinical in front of goal, and I think they'll be able to put games like that to bed earlier in the game. But yeah, time will tell with Man United. I think some injuries need to come back. Obviously, we need some players back, but Højlund, for me, I've got a feeling that he'll find his feet and we'll start seeing goals coming in. And hopefully, from an FPL point of view, it'll reward us as patient owners.
Captaincy? Do you think you'd go him next week, or do you?
Mate, I've captained him already. I already captained him this week, and I'm not gonna reveal him my captain for next week.
I think
it's currently on Højlund. It's currently on him.
Yeah, I think Haaland doesn't do the best away from home, and Wolves are doing okay defensively. If there's a week to do it, or maybe, I don't know, someone like a Bowen or Højlund who's playing at home, I fancy them two maybe to score. If
Rashford starts if I see Rashford starts to pass to Højlund a bit more, then I may consider it. I don't know. It's a big risk. But yeah, Chucky, it's been a pleasure, man. We've got a few other callers we want to get on. So
yeah, it's fine. Appreciate it.
Good week for you, man. Well done on the wild card, and hope to hear more about your bench boost or what you do as we go on to next weekend. Cheers, man.
Yeah, nice one, guys. See you
Cheers,
next
dudes.
week. Cheers.
Take care, man.
Take care. Bye.
I hope he does the bench boost.
Lexa is right. If you want to get on, guys, post your teams in the team screenshots. I don't think I see Matty's team anywhere.
Hey guys.
How's it going, Lexa? You right?
It ended all right because of Trippier, but this week a little bit of. I sent a picture of the team so you can.
Oh,
see.
mate, don't you complain about 76 points?
I'm not complaining at all. I'm just like I made a move. I did Son to Rashford, and of course it didn't pay off this week. But I wildcarded game week 4, and I was like, I want a wildcard Rashford out, and then get him back if I see something from him. And I saw that he was really greedy, so that's why I did Son to Rashford. But I got the Son's hat trick, so that was very lucky. I didn't know who to put there to like hold the Rashford spot because I watched Man United games and he's my favorite player, so there was no doubt I'm gonna get him back. And now they have like a decent fixture run, so it was just a no-brainer. But
mate, you can't kick his.
brace.
Mate, it's absolutely. It makes absolute sense to to go on with Rashford. I mean, he has been super greedy. You did own.
He's way.
Son
I
for the
think he's maybe
hat-trick.
too greedy, man. At this point, maybe he. I like that he's greedy because the thing.
No, but
that,
what I'm saying is the logic. I completely understand your logic. I get your logic for that. It's just not paid off. It's been. I mean.
It's frustrating. What
It's
are United
frustrating,
doing,
but
man?
you've-
This is.
Yeah, United have got their own issues, but I think you hold Rashford now. You've got him in. Son, of course, you did have him for that hat trick against Burnley.
Yeah, that was the most lucky thing that ever happened to me, I think.
The majority of people didn't have him in their team at that point. So the fact that you got him in for that hat trick. So because before that he got nothing. The whole the first 3 games he did nothing. He got the hat trick against Burnley. The fact you had him for those points, feel good about it. Sheffield United, and obviously then Arsenal. We got the 2 goals.
Son
today,
was
so-
actually was my captain game week 5, and I didn't get destroyed because Haaland scored only 1 goal, even though he could have scored like 7 or 6, 7 goals. And that was the most unfun game I have ever watched. The Man City game versus West Ham, and I hate Haaland because right now he completely removed my captaincy decision. I just can't watch the Man City game if I don't have Haaland captain. It was because if he scored like 4 goals, which he could have, it was like season over.
rank killer.
Yeah, it was like basically -1. I don't even know. I can't do the math. And basically, like, there's an Arsenal away game right now, and the fact I didn't even think to get anyone else to captain instead of Haaland, even for like, let's say maybe the toughest fixture this year for City. I don't see maybe Spurs away because I think they have struggles with Spurs, but. That's the toughest fixture all year, and I didn't even have one thing I didn't think for a second not to captain Haaland because he's now basically 90 minutes. His penalties, he's insane. The best player probably in the world or top 3. It's insane. Like if he was like, let's say 16 million, I still think it would be maybe the same. Like what's his price? What his price needs to be for us to have like to think about going without him and maybe getting 2 premiums versus Haaland 1 or I don't even know. Even at 14,
I think 15 million is the talking point.
Even
I think
at
15 million is
50,
just about right.
And right now I am trying to I was. Chilwell, I can't stand Chilwell. It's the most frustrating. I had Jackson, so Chilwell and Jackson. I transferred Chilwell out for Botman just to get some money to have. If I do that, I can go to Salah in a little. Like I can do something to get Salah for game week 9 or 10.
That makes sense. Yeah.
Jackson with 5 yellow cards in 6 games and with like 10 missed shots. Like I think what's his XG? He has like 4 or something. He has 3.7. He scored 1 goal and no assists. Chelsea, and I dodged the Sterling hype. I don't like Sterling and I don't like Chelsea, so I was like, let's just.
That's why you've done well, man. So the fact you've dodged that bullet, definitely. But let's find. So what's your So you're thinking of doing Chilwell as Botman and then getting Salah in for who? Sorry.
I don't even know. I thought going like transfer out. It's very hard for me to get the Salah. The only way I can get him is if I go Trippier out in Gameweek 9 or 10. But Trippier just scored 26 points in 2 games, and like I think with Botman I get that clean sheet, but Trippier just had 3 assists.
He's such an attacking.
It's so hard for me to think about transferring him out, but yeah, the logical move would be to transfer out Rashford for Salah. I would rather do Saka to Salah, but
can you do Chilwell as Botman, Rashford to Salah?
No, I think I'm. Let me see. I think I'm just a little short on that. Let me just see. Rashford to Salah, and then do no. I need to transfer out Trippier, or I can maybe go Foden to Gordon.
What about Estepinian?
Yes, I can do Estepinian to I think to a 3.9 or something. I maybe just have enough. I was thinking maybe going Foden to Gordon or just getting Trippier out, because on the bench I have Cash.
I don't think you want to be getting Trippier out, mate.
Yeah, it's so difficult now. And Estepinian is, I think, for me, keeper for the Gameweek 10 and on, because he is like a left mid with clean sheets in the team, and I think he has nailed minutes. So yeah, it's a good game week, but it's a little bit frustrating because, and Flecken, I can't believe every single season the most trouble I have on goal, and it's things like Leno having 20 points in 2 game weeks, and then if I get in Leno, he's gonna score like 10 points in the next 15 game weeks. And now I have Flecken and Turner again for like a 50-50. They're playing each other, and I have no idea who to get. I was even thinking getting Diaby in for Mbumo. I think that's a little bit like a 50-50 move, because
it's a sideways move, really.
Yeah. Mbumo has penalties, but Diaby has better fixtures, and it's kind of, I don't know, 50-50. At least Foden scored 11 points from basically 1 chance in the whole game. And yeah, it's a good game week because of Trippier, basically. I was watching a little bit of that game, and it was insane, man. Just very lucky, but it was due time for him to get like a double-digit return. It just couldn't be better. And Chilwell is just like the most annoying asset.
Yeah,
probably Sterling too, but
Chelsea's team have been very trolly from an FPL real life and a FPL point of view.
I would just transfer out every single Chelsea player. If you have 3, just do a -8, get all of them out.
Radical changes for people that have held the 3 Chelsea players. Well done to you for doing that. You literally got balls of steel for doing such things like that. But yeah, man. Thanks for coming on and sharing us your team, Lexa. It's
yeah, thank you, guys.
Very, you're doing right. You should have a little small green arrow, I think. Yeah.
I've done really well this season. I think top 500, top 400k because of that Son and
very good.
A couple of these holes, but yeah, it's been pretty good. And I used the wild card, so I might have to take some hits. But
very good.
Yeah, it's okay. It's going all right. It could have been a lot worse.
Where you from, dude?
I'm from Serbia, man.
Serbia, cool, man, cool. Thank you for coming on.
Thank you, guys, and good luck.
So it's like so you're an hour ahead, right? Is it nearly 10:30?
Yeah, it's 10:20 or how would it say? It's almost 10:30, I think.
Okay, man. Well, you have a good night, man. And we'll speak to you again soon. Hopefully, we'll find out what you've done with your team, and hold on to that. Hold on to Rashford.
Yes, he's just.
Don't feel bad. Don't feel bad.
Rashford.
Don't feel bad that you didn't get the Son points, because let's just see what United do against Crystal Palace at home.
I really hope at least one return again in next 2 games for Rashford. That would be
I think you'd expect something from that. So yeah. Thanks, man. Cheers, dude.
Thank you, guys. Cheers.
Lexa, everybody. Who's next? Matty's in there. Let's just get Matty on. Matty, what's going on, man? Matty, are you there? All right, let's get DV8 on. DV8, are you there?
Hey, mate.
Hello, dude. How's it going?
Yeah, good, man. Pretty good.
Pretty good. 79 points. Top
Yeah,
1,800,000.
I wildcarded this week.
So, looking at this team, then, it was a game week of mixed emotions, I'd imagine. You're probably in a similar boat. You witnessed the Arsenal-Tottenham game. You saw points coming in for the likes of Saka, the likes of Maddison, the likes of Son. You're thinking, oh my god, it was going to be an average game week, and then all of a sudden, Newcastle smashed Sheffield United 8-0. Botman gets you 12 points. Trippier gets you 18 points.
Yeah.
Bit of a roller coaster game week, right?
Yeah, I was having a stinker until the Newcastle result. But I had Son last week. But to get Salah, I had to get him out. So I had him captain the week before, and yeah.
Yeah, but you wouldn't have captained him this week. I get the feel. But Salah, I think lots of people are trying to get him in, and I think in that, and it's almost like with a Salah in your team, people are choosing between Rashford and Son right now. And I think that this week, obviously, Son owners have won out, but it could easily be Rashford next week, right? So just don't fall in the whole, trap of knee jerking out and necessarily making changes that you don't need to make. But yeah, it's a good score. Have you got any initial thoughts about this team, about where you think the weaknesses lie?
Yeah, I mean, I saw the Brentford result. It was just like, oh my god, woeful performance.
I think it's time to get off of Brentford then.
Yeah, what I was thinking is Mbeumo to Gordon and then maybe Foden to Son, but I'm 0.1 short.
Oh.
So.
Oh no.
Yeah. But like, if I had Son in there, that midfield would be really good. So I don't know. Wait and see, I guess.
Mate, those transfers are so good.
Yeah. We'll see. I mean, maybe. I don't know. I need to try find a way to get Son in.
Yeah.
What do you think? Maybe move a Stupinan on.
I mean, but who would you be bringing in for Stupinan? Where would you get the money from him? So you'd be bringing in, like a Matty Cash or something, or?
Yeah, I'd need to have a look at it, to be honest.
I mean, Stupinan's 5.2, so you'd sell him for how much? Yeah, 5.2.
5.1 then, right?
Yeah, I think so. No, I think he's 5.4 to buy. I think it's 5. Depending on when you bought him, of course. So you think, who are you going to bring in? Who are you going to be bringing in? Because you'd be bringing in what, a 4.5? Yeah, so it's like you're only going to save 0.6, and then, I mean, then who would you? For me, if you want Son in, I think the easiest way is Rashford to Son. If you really want Son in, I mean, Foden is the other one.
That's what I was. Yeah, as I said, Foden, Son, and then when.
But you're gonna need. Have you got any money in the bank?
Point. Wait, let me see. I've got 0.2.
So that's not enough to do a Foden to Son, is it? Because you need 1.4 million, and you'd need 0.4 million more. because you've got to free up that more money. So the Embremo to Gordon I like, because that saves you 1.3 million, right?
Let me see. So...
With this 0.2, you'd have 1.5 million in the bank, right?
Yeah.
So then you can't do. So you can't do Son. If you put Son in for Embremo, what's it? If you do Son in for Embremo, you should. How much do you need to free up?
So let's see. Son for Embremo, yeah.
Yeah.
I need 2.2.
2.2. Foden. If you take Foden out, what does it leave you?
5.4.
Oh yeah, that was it. That was the moves you were thinking of. That was the Gordon move. That was the Gordon move. Oh,
gutted. So sad.
It's yeah. Steve-O, do you want to have a weigh in on this one? Do you think that he's looking at ripping his team up too early for Son, or do you think that Son's one that not only him but you are looking to get in, and that you should accommodate players to do it?
I think that if you've wild carded and you didn't have Son in the first place, I mean, I'm one to talk, but it's just pure unfortunate, isn't it?
Yeah,
no one could have called. Well, actually, I say that I did. I said that Son could have a good game today, like he will do against Liverpool. I did say that Son is probably going to do better against Arsenal and Tottenham than he would do against Sheffield United and Burnley. Obviously, we know what he did against Burnley, but have you not thought about this double game week? Have you not thought about what you're going to do for that? Or you're not bothered with it?
Nah. Not
Fair enough.
Not much upside for me personally.
Because these guys that have planned for that double game week, it does all those extra points are going to count.
Yeah, well, if you're happy with loads of Luton and Burnley players in your team for the week after, then that's fair enough.
Well, this is what makes good fantasy football players, though, is that they plan. And
with their spreadsheets, you mean?
There's going to be no double game week players in this particular team. I mean,
no. Yeah, we'll see. I don't know. I'll probably just leave it as this for now. Roller transfer and see what you might have to do 3 players out, mate, to get Son in. But look at this. Look the likes of, looking at this. I mean, Embremo, Foden. I mean, it depends. If you want Rashford, I mean, Rashford to Son is if you want Son in sooner than later, it's going to have to be Rashford, isn't it? Let's be honest. Yeah. Yeah.
But that could backfire on you.
I'll probably leave it. I thought Rashford was going to do really well.
I still think he will. I think United against Palace. I think Old Trafford, they got to find their feet at some point, right? So,
Hope so.
Yeah, I keep saying that to myself. They've got to find them. They've got to find their identity some point.
Yeah.
And you want to be owning Man United players when they do eventually, win 4-0.
For sure.
So, and I think Rashford's going to be at the centre of that. So, I think Rashford definitely, even though people won't say it necessarily out loud right now, Rashford has definitely got the ability to bite you in the arse if you do transfer him out. So
yeah, I haven't had much luck this season with FPL.
Well, you're doing all right. Top, 800k, so it's not too bad this time.
Yeah.
6 game weeks in, so don't worry too much, man. Don't worry much about that. If luck-wise, it swings and roundabouts. It comes and goes.
Yeah, of
but
course.
Just stick with your gut. That way, make the decisions yourself. Don't let any AI or peer pressure get the better of you.
Mm-hmm.
Speaking from someone that's flying high myself.
Yeah. All right.
Oh, cheers, man. Cheers.
Cheers, mate.
Speak to you soon. Right. And then we've got Matty. I don't know if Matty's there, but Matty, are you there, buddy? Matty, are you there? Try him again. He might go AFK. He might be off making himself a celebratory champagne and Black Forest Gâteau.
I just want to bring this to my own attention, but I'm just looking in a mini league that I'm
Hello.
in.
Hello.
part of the wrestling community. And when I see the fact that one of the teams is doing better than me, and they've got they've got Lloris in goal, just says it all, doesn't it?
Yeah, we're good, mate. We're good. We can hear you now. Can you hear us?
Great. Yeah, just about.
You're number 1 in Sky yet, Matty?
Say again?
Are you number 1 in Sky yet?
Not at the moment, no. Well, I had a
Where'd you
good
go
week
up to today?
I had triple City defence that come in for me. I had Edison, Diaz, and Walker. I had Rodri, obviously he got a red card, and Haaland. I had Salah, Saka. I had Cole at the back, who just got a 2-pointer, and I've got him there just for captaincy. He's the only Chelsea player I got in my Sky team. And I got Lewis Dunk. And when I was looking at the lineups before 2 o'clock, I was in Birmingham at my boys' bodybuilding first timers show. So
nice.
I was like looking to see if Dunk was playing because he was flagged and there was doubts whether he'd play. And I didn't want to take him out until I knew if he was going to play or not. And when I see him in the lineup, I thought, well, I'm not going to take him out because it's just going to be a wasted transfer. I like to try and keep hold of my transfers for the later on, and then I can attack it later.
So how did you end up?
So my both my teams, like they're both inside the top 2K.
Do you genuinely think that you've got a very... Well, I think you do, but do you honestly think you've got a good chance of winning it?
If I like play the game as I'm playing now, and like I've got 43 transfers in my one team, and I've got to make one transfer up until game week 12, and that's only to bring either Maddison in or Basuma for the captaincy, because I've got all players already in for 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 already for captaincy. So all I got to do is bring in the one game week where Tottenham play. They play, I think, 2 or 3 single game days. So I need a Tottenham player so I can captain that player for the 3 single game weeks that they got.
Yeah. Yeah.
So it's more than likely to be Maddison, I expect.
Is that for the game against Fulham and Luton? So they got that single game week, haven't they? On the
it's probably about game week 8 or 9. They've got like a couple of single game weeks.
Yeah, it'll be game week 9. They've got Luton, which is a decent.
Yeah,
so it's 12:30 kickoff.
Yeah, so I'll have a Maddison in for then, and then they've got another single game week after that, which I'll obviously keep him in for that one as well.
Oh, Crystal Palace.
Yeah, and then they got another one after that as well. So I'll bring him in and keep him in then for the 3 game weeks that they got.
Yeah. Oh wow, they've got. God.
And they got good games as well, like after Liverpool.
Yeah. This is why it really annoys me. I haven't got him in FPL. Do you find playing Sky more enjoyable than FPL?
I do, because like it's more like when you play the game, it's you don't bring players in and out. You keep them in there for a while until like the fixtures change, or maybe you get an injury or something. Like with FPL, you do transfers every week. Where in Sky, I think we're on game week 7, and the average transfers to get to game week 12 would be about using 12 transfers. And when I get to there, I would have probably used about 8. So I'll be 4 transfers up.
I think it's also the fact that you don't have to worry about price falls, rises, whatever in Sky as well. Whereas in obviously this game, it is a really major concern that if you don't do X move on a certain day, that's it. You're done for. You can't do the move. Hence why I've done my transfers already. I've done it. It's done.
Yeah,
that's it.
That's what I was going to do in FPL this week. Like, I had exact money, take Sterling out. I had 1 free transfer, and that was Chilwell was out, and I bought Botman in. That was my free transfer. And then I was thinking, I want Salah, but I could have taken Sterling and Son out for Salah and Matoma. But then I thought, because where I am in the ranks at the moment, I thought if that hit doesn't pay off, I may as well just delete the FPL account, which I wouldn't do anyway. I'm obviously just saying that, but because you just got to keep playing it and hopefully that you get lucky, because it's probably 40% skill and 60% luck, I believe. Do you know what I mean? Like, it's like if I would have done that -8, yeah, Matoma got 2 goals, but Son did, and I was going to take Son out. Yeah, Salah scored and Sterling blanked. But like, even though that if I would have done the -8, I wouldn't have made that back up on Son, and because Son scored 2 goals and got the 3 bonus points. I mean, I don't know if Salah got any bonus points. I did post my team in Rate My Team, because for some reason I can't seem to post it in screenshots.
You can't become a member. You can't post things in team screenshots. What's wrong with your phone or your laptop? What's going on?
I don't know. I used to be able to post it in screenshots, but when I go to do it now, it says take a photo, and I don't want to take a photo of what's in front of me. I want to go to my photos in my camera and select the screenshot of my FPL team and post it onto you. Oh, there it is there. Look at what I got on my bench. I played him last week, Leno, because I got a rotation going between Flecken and Leno, and the rotation between them is so good. Flecken, I played Leno last week because they had an easier fixture than Brentford, because Brentford had Newcastle, I believe, last week. So I played Leno, and then this week Brentford had Everton at home, which I thought was a banker compared to Fulham, who had Crystal Palace. And because Crystal Palace has been scoring quite a few, Edward, and I just thought it's more sense to go with Flecken, like a lot of people have. And then he goes and gets 10 points on my bench. I
think something I was about to say to you. I've completely forgotten what it was.
That would have been like 88.
Do you think that the shock result this weekend was the Everton game? Because it was for me.
Yeah, it was for me. I mean, if I would have given him anything, it would have been like 1 goal, if that. But I think Rico Henry being out now, I think might dampen their defence a bit.
What are you planning on doing for next week then?
Well, I could take a -4, but then I don't want to take Son out against Liverpool. But I want Salah, and the only way I can do that is by obviously taking Sterling and Son out for a 6.5 and Salah, and then it would be Mbemo, Salah, Maddison, 6.5 and Saka and the back line. Because if I get Trippier, see, I haven't got the funds to get Salah and a 6.5, so that's why I went for Botman and Fabian Schär. I bought Fabian Schär in last week.
Yeah, you've got a problem getting in Salah. You don't want to get rid of Son. For now, it's just keep and hold.
I captained him last week. It's just typical, isn't it? you know what I mean? He plays Sheffield United last week and he blanks, and then he plays.
Yeah, but it was always going to be difficult.
You can't write it, can you? Like
Bruce just put in the chat. Try posting now in the team screenshots. Just on a side note, because I think your roles may have been not allowing you to do it. Try doing it now, but it should be sorted now, hopefully. But yeah,
I'll give it a go now. See if I can do it.
No worries. I've got your team up here anyway.
That your team for next week.
How's your game week's been anyway?
Well, just a quick question.
Average.
What was it like going to your son's? How did your son get on in the bodybuilding contest?
If I can get the screenshots going, right?
Yeah, don't worry about it now. Don't worry about
team.
it now. Just,
yeah, don't worry.
Right, me try it now. No, it's still saying you don't have any photos in your photo library. The best time to start is now. And it's like I got millions of photos in my bloody library. What's it on about?
Okay, we'll talk about that offline, man. Put a ticket in.
I'm really sorry about that, guys.
No, don't be fine. It's fine. Steve, I was asking you about your son's bodybuilding. How did it go?
He fucking smashed it. Like he looked like on stage. Like it's the first time I've seen him. Like when they get the tan and like so. Having the tan, it brings the definitions of the muscles out more. I'd love to post one now just to show you how he looked. Like, he's been bodybuilding now for 3 years. And the thing is, like, he's competing with people who use, like, juice and that to, like, pump him up. And my boy's just a, like, natural vegetarian. And, like, he just works 110%. Okay. But he also has a full-time job, and then like because he's been cutting for so long now, he's hardly got like any energy, or he's really tired because his diet has been like halved and then half again, just to get all that fat off him. So when he goes on stage, he looks ripped to shit. Like
fair play.
And it was amazing to see.
Takes
him.
a lot of discipline, man. Takes a lot of discipline to do stuff like that.
Yeah, for sure. There's no way in hell I could do what. Like 8 weeks ago, he was thinking about just packing it all up because, like, he's just tired all the time because he's not eating enough food. When you're cutting, you have to because he's got a coach, which he spends £150 a month on a coach to put him on a meal plan and all that. Most of his meals that he eats out of plastic tubs. Because he has it made up for like 3 days, and because they're in tubs, he doesn't bother putting them on plates. He just eats them out the tubs. But if you see all bodybuilders, they're all the same. They don't eat off a plate. They eat out their tubs. But I'm so proud of him today.
Yeah,
I was seeing him on stage with other blokes.
I bet it was a very proud moment for you. And
it was, yeah. My boys, my world. Like I speak to him. To everyone, I live for my son.
Yeah, no, I think every parent wishes to see their kids up on stage or doing something that they love doing and being rewarded for it. So absolutely,
yeah. Like he's done amateur boxing and won amateur boxing fights before. I've taken him up to Birmingham because he used to do boxing for Southwide Police Boxing Academy. And he got carded to do amateur boxing, and he had 3 fights. He won 2 fights and lost 1, but they wanted him to be something like 68 kilos, and it was just killing him to stay at that weight when he wanted to obviously be bigger, but they wanted him to be a certain size.
Yeah,
but he did that for a few years, and now he's done. He's moved on, and he's done first timers bodybuilding show at the Birmingham Town Hall today. They had women bodybuilders doing it.
Is your son just a glutton for punishment, needing to, when he's doing boxing, he's got to cut down, bodybuilding, cut down?
Yeah. He says as soon as he come out come the bar of chocolate, dumped it in the peanut butter, and he was like shoving it in his missus made him a big cake because they're stopping in Birmingham tonight in a hotel. They went up Saturday night, they did, and stopped there last night. I drove up to Birmingham today to watch him, and then that's why I wasn't able to join the show earlier today or yesterday, because I had to leave this morning to go up to Birmingham, and I got back about 6:45 this evening. But it was a brilliant show, £28. And to see him, it was just go on, son, fucking smash it.
Brilliant.
He was because when they come out on the stage and that, it's not robotic. They got to be in the flow in. It's a bit ballet when it's a sequence. Well, when they come out and they do their posing, it's a flowing sequence. Mm-hmm. So it's it looks it's amazing. It is do you know what I mean?
Yeah,
I say
I was counting it. I was like, oh, how many likes are we gonna get in? Yeah, no, dude, no.
I'm saying for everyone to hit the like script.
Yeah, everyone hit the like button. It's subconsciously just reminding everybody that they need to hit the like button. Absolutely, if you haven't done so already.
Because I'm from Hereford.
Oh, mate. Oh, you're the other side of the Malvern Hills.
Yeah, not far.
No,
from
not far from me.
I drove past Malvern when I was coming back to Hereford from Birmingham.
Oh, well, there you go then. Well, that's other side of the hills from where I am.
Yeah, Malvern Hills.
Not bad. Not a bad part of the world, Hereford.
It's all right. Yeah,
it's all right.
Country, a lot of fields, a lot of sheep.
Is it they've got a really nice burger place called Beefy Boys?
Yes,
mate. I love Beefy Boys. Love Beefy Boys.
It's in a new precinct well, not the new one, but it's been there for about 2 years. But if you want a proper burger, you go to Beefy Boys.
Yeah, guys. If you're ever in the region of Hereford, go to Beefy Boys. They do big
6-inch fat, proper beef burgers.
Well, I like hot stuff, and I believe they do the ghost chili there, man. They do the ghost chili.
Oh, lovely! I like the chili. I like the hot stuff.
Well, just watch out the ghost chili. All right, if you do have it, I don't know if you have had it yet, but you gotta wear gloves when you eat this burger because
you don't want to be touching any of your eyes or anything.
No.
You
You
don't stinging your eyes to shit.
I remember I had the ghost chili burger there, and it was hot, really hot, and I don't mind hot food. And there's this big guy behind me who was on his first. He must have been on his first date or something, and he was eating the same ghost chili, and his face was bright red and his eyes were watering and he was sweating. I was laughing my head off going, it's not the sort of thing you eat on the first date, because he's trying to impress this lass, And I was thinking, God.
It's like the Vindaloos, the really hot Vindaloos and that you can get.
Yeah,
you start eating them, and then 10 minutes after, you're sitting at the table and you start sweating, the proper clothes you can get. My brother used to eat the clothes just raw, he was a really hot. He used to love his spices.
Yeah.
And Steve-O reminds me just of my brother, just the way he is. My brother was pretty much 90%. I like how Steve-O is, how he looks, how he speaks.
How he acts.
Yeah. My brother. That's what I said. When I come on a few times a while ago. And Steve-O laughed when I first come on, and I was like, "You sound like Muttley," because my brother used to laugh exactly the same, and I used to call him Muttley, But, yeah.
Well, dude, I have to say it's been a pleasure for you coming on tonight.
It's been nice speaking to you both anyway.
And Chiseled Planet, thank you for subscribing earlier on. I saw that. Can subs also post screenshots? You don't have to be a sub. You just need to be in the Discord and jump in when we do a Sunday surgery or a preview show. You can come on and chat to us. Yeah, what's up, man?
Could I just ask Steve-O? I watched Sky before I turned on to the live stream, and I wanted to know if he took Bowen out after for Salah. He was going to take Nunes out, who scored, Bowen out, who scored, and Rodri out for Salah.
So.
Did you Son? You were thinking about bringing Son in
because Bowen was starting and Nunes was starting, I said
Oh, you
that I was
said
gonna
that.
keep
You
them.
said if they're starting, then you'd probably keep them in.
Yeah, which I did. And Rodri and Rashford, I said they're gone, and I brought in Trippier, captaincy, and Salah. So
Oh, fair
that's
play.
paid off massively.
Yeah,
done.
yeah.
Massively, and I'm very happy with it because I've moved up to 16th in the Burnley League and
done.
3,800.
There's only about 16 people in the Burnley League anyway, isn't there?
Yeah.
And do you know what? I saw the video of Steve, and I thought he's had a good week. That's why he's made a video.
Yeah,
It's like,
yeah.
if he
You
would've had a
only
shit
see a
week-
video when he's had a good week.
Yeah, but be fair,
To be
it was
fair,
like
I
before
recorded
the
that at
kickoff.
9 o'clock in the morning.
Yeah, it was before the kickoff. So when he was saying about Son, and I knew the results, I was thinking, well, I hope he did bring Son in after and Salah, because they did outscore Bowen and Nunes, even though they did score. Son got 2 goals, Salah got a goal, but then you would have wasted 2 transfers, and you would have took out 2 people who did score.
Yeah.
And that's where I'm different. See, I keep them in. There's no reason to take them out.
I've got no time for
And I've
this
still
Sky Fantasy Football.
You've got one more transfer than me. That's it. That's the only difference. So, and I think most people that are doing really well at the moment, according to James off Planet FPL, pretty much have used a lot of transfers. I mean, I looked at one team in the Burnley League that made, I think, 7 today alone.
Well, what they do is, if they've got like 3 transfers left for like this game week, they use the 3 transfers, and then when it like changes for the next game week, you get another 5 transfers, so they can use up to another 5 transfers. But I used to play the game like that, but I don't play it like that no more, because you run out of transfers, and then you got to go 10, 15 game weeks with 5 injured players because you've got no transfers to take them out.
Yeah. Well, there we go. That's when planning
So
and patience pays off, right?
Exactly. So if I win the 50 grand and I do come first, I'll donate the charity 5 grand, and like.
Is the charity called Elite FPL by any chance?
Well, no, but like it's 50 grand for playing a game. Like, if I win 50 grand for playing a game, my donation to Elite FPL from 50 grand, I'll donate a few grand, and then you can maybe do whatever you want with that.
No.
But it's easy me saying that because like I've got another bloody 30 game weeks to go yet.
No, you go and have a nice holiday with your son. Take him somewhere
nice.
nice.
I'm all right for that. I'm all right.
Wow.
I just make sure my son's all right, and then if my son's all right, I'm all right.
Yeah, that's absolutely. Right, I need to get off of it. I need to get out of here.
That's
So
fine, mate.
I'm going to say thank you.
Be nice speaking to you.
A pleasure, man. Matty, cheers, man. It's been a pleasure speaking to you and have a chat with you, man.
All right, thanks.
Thank you.
Like and subscribe.
Yeah, that's it, Matty. Let them know. Tell them.
Yeah, come on, people. Like and subscribe. We've got 2 great people here who don't talk bullshit, who are not like fucking behind a screen and who's just like faking it. They say what they say, and you all know that in the chat. So big them up. Fucking get Elite FPL out there, and let's get loads more people involved. Like,
absolutely, and jump on the Discord as well. Matty, you're a star, man. Let's speak to you again next weekend, yeah?
Yeah, lovely. Nice speaking to you.
Take care, mate.
God bless.
Take care. And
Bye.
you. All the best, man.
Bye, chat. Bye.
Oh, right. Matty's doing very, very well at the moment in Sky and in Premier League. Fancy.
What he's doing in Sky, I'm not joking with you, is the equivalent probably of being maybe 100th in FPL right now.
Wow.
That's how well he's doing, genuinely. If not higher.
He knows his stuff, man. Knows how to play fantasy football. Right, guys, girls, thank you so much for joining us tonight. If you have enjoyed it, please hit the like button, subscribe to the channel. If you're new around here, jump in the Discord, Elite FPL on Discord, guys. Elite FPL on social media. Free. If you want to jump on there, it's free to join. Consider becoming a member and help support the show. Steve-O, any final thoughts, final words?
No, there'll probably be another members video. So all you people that hate them, tough shit. There's going to be probably one tomorrow morning.
Oh, mate, no one hates the members videos. They love them, man.
Other than that, yeah, really do appreciate you joining us and next week is going to be fascinating because it is a Saturday of lots of 3 p.m. kickoffs, and there's a small possibility that I won't be here in London. I'll be down in Torbay, Jace, but it's unlikely this will happen. But apparently there's an Exeter meetup, a fantasy football meetup in Exeter. I may go to it. I may do, but
wow. Okay, didn't know.
I'd be reporting from that meetup on Discord.
Okay. Well,
so who knows? Who knows?
Right. Well, I've got friends coming over next weekend, but I'm going to try and find the time to just jump out and be antisocial. Right. I'm going to say goodbye. Goodbye, everybody. Wave, Steve-O. See you. When will we see them next? The preview.
Thursday, I'm guessing.
Thursday night. See you Thursday night, chat. See you later. Bye.
Thought I saw you